What's up, everyone? This is This What It Is? And I'm your host, Gunvid. Word up. So what do you do? What do you do when, what do you say when you don't know what to say? I don't know. But I'm gonna light up a J. Sports. Yo, bros, it's 95 degrees today, bro. And it's mad humid. And you know, I can't even complain because in the winter time when it's like fucking 5 degrees and shit, I'll be like, yo, what the fuck, bro? I can't wait for the summer. And then, you know, then it's summertime and it's like 95 degrees. And then you're like, damn, I can't wait for the fall, you know? And then you realize, bro, the spring and the fall are like the fucking best seasons because, like, those are really like the only seasons that you get like 70 degrees, which is like perfect. It's just one of those days, you know? Slow news day type shit. So, you know, I wasn't even going to talk about this, but yesterday Hulk Hogan died, and rest in peace to Hulk Hogan. But it's like, you know, they put rest in peace Hulk Hogan on the shade room, and then like, and then was like changing the topic, like, oh, so what? Like, who cares about him? And then you know, so I'm like, wait, what did Hulk Hogan do? And they're like, yo, he's mad racist. And I'm like, oh shit. So I'm like, all right, you know, don't be surprised then, you know, if someone says some OD racist shit. And they're like, oh, and then they die, and then, you know, people are like, I don't give a fuck, bro, you fucking said all that shit. And then everyone's like, oh man, why are you being so mean to him? Why was he being fucking so mean to black people when he was alive? I don't know, man. But I still say rest in peace to him because it's like, you know, because it's like, bro, it's fucking Hulk Hogan, bro. I don't like none of the racist shit he said, but it's like, I don't know, man. It's just sad. Just racism in general is fucking sad because it's like, we're all affected by it. We're all influenced by it. Like, right, I saw the Neon, the nigga Neon, the streamer, and then everyone was like, you know, he went to the Breakfast Club and he was like crying that, oh, didn't even shake my hand after. And then just today I saw the post they put up where it's like, oh, he was saying all this racist shit. And I was like, I knew there was something about him like something evil or whatever. Cause he like someone, when you got someone that acts that nice, like he's like acts all innocent, like bro, they're hiding something. So yeah, you go and then he's talking all this shit about black people, how they robbed his dad, and you know, calling them monkeys and fucking saying he hates black people. But then all his security guards are black, and then like now he's like, oh yeah, you know, I was young at the time. He's like, yo, you're mad fucking corny, bro. That's who you. That's your personality, dude. You're the fucking coward. You're amongst the cowards in the world. So I see that, and I'm like, bro, what makes people racist? And it's definitely the devil, but it's also their experiences. So like you can experience other people being racist to you, but it's how you react to it. It's like, don't be racist back, because that's evil. It's bullshit. I hate that racism exists. I wish we could live in a world that had no racism and nothing negative. But then that would be heaven. And this life is our test to see what we do when we were faced with challenges. Like me growing up, right? I'm an Afghan American. My parents come from Afghanistan. I grew up in Astoria since I was a baby, pretty much. And yeah, so I grew up as an Afghan kid. And then when I was 7, 9/11 happened. And then everyone, like pretty much everyone that wasn't Afghan in the country and wasn't like Middle Eastern or Western Asian, they started being racist to me. So I see like black people, white people, Spanish people, Asian people, all like Asian Americans, black Americans, white Americans, Spanish Americans, start being super racist to me, calling me the sand N-word with the ER at the end, and terrorist and Al Qaeda and fucking Taliban and Osama and all this shit. And what was my reaction? I wasn't racist back to them. You know what I did, nigga? I actually realized that they were being misinformed by the news, because the news should take part of the blame, because they weren't defending Afghan Americans at all and telling people to fucking not be racist towards people just because they're from Afghanistan, when they know that Afghans love America and that we're not all like that, and that they were actually working with Afghanistan. And I heard that they were working with Osama at one point. So it's like, and they still don't fucking do that, bro. They still don't make the distinction and fucking educate people not to be racist to Afghan people. And then now people finding out the fucking truth about what really happened. But anyway, they'll probably take this video down again when I say what really happened there. But right, so I go through that, and I'm like, so I just realized that these people were there misinformed and fucking, you know? So I'm like, I didn't even blame them. And so I, like, you know, that's the correct way to go about things. No matter what, even if black people rob you, you don't go and fucking be racist to all black people, because all black people didn't rob you. And there's black people in the world that would have stopped the other black people from robbing you and defended you, you know? And now you see, you hire black security guards, and now they're protecting your life. So it's like, it's all fucking stupid, bro. And then what did I end up doing? I end up helping feed black and white homeless people and You know, like from my memory, like most of the people that I've seen that are homeless is like black and white people. And I'm not being racist. Like, as far as who I've given money to and food to on the streets. So what did I do? I am the example of what you're supposed to do when you are confronted with racism and this shit and that. And I said on the song, I was like, oh yeah, black people started hip hop from white people and Arab people's cultures. I'm not saying hip hop wasn't started based on black people's experience in America and, you know, in the Bronx and then moving throughout the whole world. I'm not saying hip hop isn't black culture. Obviously it is. It started with black people's cultures and their you know, experience in life, but they admitted they took inspiration from white people and Arab people's cultures. So then it's like, you see white people making hip hop music and even Afghans like me, and they're like, oh, culture vulture and all this and that. And it's like, no, nigga, you, bro, what? You watch the Nori interview with the dude, the DJ who said he started hip hop, right? And they talk about, oh, we took inspiration from comics, like comic book creators like Stan Lee, and they talked about rock and roll influence. And then you hear songs like Busta Rhymes, A-Rap Money, and Pusha T, So Be It. And you know, so you got all that influence. And then, you know, I'm not talking about actual culture vultures. Yeah, there's people who are vultures and just try to make money off of hip hop and they don't care about the actual artists and DJs. I'm not talking about those people. I'm talking about people who just want to make dope hip hop music because they love it, the genre, and all the dope artists and DJs that made music. And then, you know, just because they're not black, you want to be like, oh, you're a vulture. No, that's not true, bro. So anyway, you know, I do wish we could live in a world with no racism and no negativity and no evil, but maybe, or maybe not, maybe, like, at this point, I realized, and you probably realized at some point, that's the point of this world, to encounter evil, but not to go along with it, and not to add to the evil. The point of this world is for there to be good and evil, and for you to make a choice to do good, and then that's how you make it to heaven, or that's how you get put in hell. And then, you know, I was told that you can be put in hell for a certain amount of time and then go to heaven after you've been punished for what you've done. But, you know, however it is, I'm going to go towards the good path and try to stay that way. But hopefully, if we can't get to perfection in this world, hopefully we can get as close to it as possible. So yeah, I don't got too much sports shit to talk about. That's pretty much what's on my mind today. And if you appreciated this episode, hit that like button, comment, share, and subscribe. This is This What It Is? And I'm your host, Gunvid.